These are 5 things that your camera thinks about when you're not home. And these are all going to help you become a better photographer. Number 1, do you have a wandering eye? Do you always want something better? Is what you got at home not good enough? Because that's what your camera thinks about. They wonder, what more can they do? Like, they're always there for you. They're always there when you have a photo shoot, when you have an idea. But you're always in a store looking at something different, something newer, something flashier. The one at home has always been there for you. So that's what they're thinking about. As a photo mentor to you, a wandering eye is what helps you go broke. A wandering eye is what gets you in that latest and greatest, that spectrum. And so you're always thinking what you have at home is not good enough. What you have at home can always be replaced. You're always out there. You're always looking at the newest ones on the market, but what you have at home is beautiful and it's functioning and it's always taking care of you. So that's number 1. Number 2, what your camera is thinking about is, give me a chance. Give me a chance to be there for you and to take beautiful pictures. Take me with you. Maybe you're going to Trader Joe's or you're going to whatever grocery store. Take me with you because you don't know what you're going to see. And so your camera is always locked up in a closet or in a bag. And you always think, oh man, I got my iPhone, I could take a picture, but I wish I had my real camera. Oh well. Oh well. So you don't really advance that way. Always have your camera with you. Even if it's a small bag, put it around your shoulder, put it around your waist, whatever you have to do. Put that camera to use and take it with you. You see a beautiful flower, you see a beautiful sky, doesn't matter. Take pictures, pull your car over, stop walking. How many times have you wished you had your camera with you? Give this camera a chance to show you that it's enough, that this camera can give you some beautiful pictures. And don't just pull it out when you're doing an official shoot. Sometimes you don't want to have an official shoot. Sometimes you just want to take a beautiful picture and you don't want to take it with your phone. You want to take it with a real camera. That's what your camera's thinking about. Give me a chance. That's number 2. So your camera's thinking, okay, are you out there and do you have a wandering eye? Why you always got me locked up in a closet? The other thing your camera is thinking about is, I can do everything they can do. Just let me have a chance. It's kind of like that player that's begging their coach, unbench me, let me go play. Put me out on the court, coach. That's what your camera is thinking about. Whatever you need it to do, your camera can do. Now, look, that's a 5D Mark II. I just shot for Glamour Magazine, Shown Magazine, Men's Fashion Post, Farmer John, Pure Farmland, record covers that's taken me around the world. It's photographed Bernie Sanders. It's photographed Bill Clinton. It's photographed so many different things. This camera can do it. This camera always thinks, I could do whatever the Mark III can do, the Mark IV can do. I could do what the EOS R can do. This camera is given the chance to perform. And when it does, when you have a camera that may not be the latest and greatest, it forces you as a photographer, as the owner of this camera, to push yourself, to exceed past your comfort zones. That makes you a better photographer. Because see, you can't always rely on the latest and greatest to make you a better photographer. It doesn't matter. Like, give me a better spatula or a better barbecue. I'm not going to be the best chef for you. Like, at all. But I'll be an entertaining dinner host. That's about it. See, your camera, my 5D Mark II, taking me around the world. It can do whatever the newest cameras can do. I don't sit there and I discriminate against this camera. I don't. My camera can do it. Okay, maybe the ISO can't push as much, so what do I have to do? I have to push the lighting a little bit more. Maybe its automatic focus points are not as good as the Mark IV. That just means I have to work 2 seconds longer and make sure that it's the perfect focus. This camera is wonderful. This camera does everything that I need it to do, and I know that it's in the 12th year. I will be replacing it hopefully this year, but I don't let that happen. Basically, if this camera was a spouse, no, that's terrible, don't say that. This camera wants to work. I let this camera work, and this camera consistently proves itself. Why? Because it forces me, as its partner, as its owner, to expand my horizon, to stretch my abilities. That's why, another reason, I don't want you guys chasing the latest and greatest. Because when you have the oldest and less greatest, whatever you want to say, that forces you as a photographer to do so much better. See, it's kind of the equivalent of the rich kid in your high school or your college that had everything done for them, and then they go out into college and the real world smacks them across the head. They don't know what to do. And it's always the kids that struggled that somehow end up doing better. It's kind of like that. Put them out there, let them work. Your camera is wondering if they just checked off a box, if they were at once the latest and greatest, and they were, and you had to fill a void. That's what they're thinking about. Now, this is the meanest one, but were you checking off a box and you're like, cool, I got a camera, and then you're not using it? That's what they're thinking about. They're like, what, was I just a spur of the moment? It's the human equivalent to asking your parents, wait, was I an accident? I was an accident, huh? You didn't plan for me. So that's what that is. Even if it was an accident, even if it was a spur of the moment thing, you got your camera now. You're watching this channel. You like photography. Grab it and go photograph things. Go photograph people you love. Go photograph your car. Go photograph things in your city, in your town. I mean, right now at the time of publishing, it is 2020. There's so many fascinating things out there. Our president is Donald Trump. You may disagree with him. You may agree with him. Doesn't matter. It's still an unprecedented time in American history. Go out there and photograph things. Go photograph life. This camera is good enough. And the question is, are you good enough? And I want you guys to be more than good enough to be fantastic, to go out there and make money. Which takes me to point number 5. My poor owner thought that if they bought me, that was going to be enough. That if they bought the latest and greatest, that was it. They were going to be a professional photographer. They were going to get a couple of visco filters, and they were going to take some pictures, and they were going to edit the hell out of it, and that's about it. They were going to maybe even make some model run across a field with colored smoke, and that was going to make them a big photographer. But then, so many photographers find out it's not your camera that people are hiring you for. It's your vision, it's your mind that people are hiring you for. And your camera's thinking, I'm the problem? I'm the problem? Okay, I know that I'm teasing you guys about what your camera thinks when you're gone, but if you want to make money from this and you realize, wait a minute, it's just not my camera. It has to do with me. It's how I market myself. It's how I reach out to clients. It's how I price myself, how I design my portfolio, any of that stuff. I want to help you guys out. The whole point of this channel is to help other photographers be successful. Use my career as the beacon to help other people get published, to help other people make money and quit their jobs and become a full-time photographer. I've already done this with so many people with my master class that people are now published on book covers. They're published in international magazines like Harper's Bazaar, Elle, so many different places. If you are interested in that, what I want you to do is sign up for my free, zero cost photographer survival package. That link is in the description of this video. Sign up for it. You're going to get 4 free gifts from me. The first one is going to be your ideal client avatar. How do you even find your ideal client? Like, where are they? How do you get them? I'm going to show you how. I'm going to give you a free worksheet. Then you're going to get my daily planner that I use every single day. In fact, there it is. So much so that I take mine and I spiral bind it. I use these every single day. I don't want to show you all my notes. Ugh, damn it. Okay. You get that, plus 2 other gifts. Now, if you want to get into my masterclass and you want me to be your photo mentor, you want me to hold your hand and tell you what you need to do to make money as soon as possible, to retouch the right way, just everything you need to do to make money as soon as possible, you're going to get a one-time only promo offer in one of those emails. And you're going to get an exclusive price for my masterclass. You don't have to do that. You have choices. You can just use my free mailings and advance that way. But if you want to get something that teaches you everything I need to know in 40 days through video, audio, cheat sheets, you name it, the masterclass is going to change your life. It has changed so many photographers' careers, and it is my roadmap for you guys. Now, if you guys are looking to watch another video, this video is going to be so helpful for you. Every artist should watch this video. It's helped so many different photographers. Watch it, do yourself the favor, and also remember, if you have any questions for me, leave a comment right down below. I read all my comments, I answer all my comments. Hit the bell, click subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.